Good morning. So, I woke up today and I'm like, everything has to go. It's all got to go. In fact, this has been happening for probably about 2 months where you know you're leveling up when you just got to get rid of everything. All the things that used to make you happy, like I used to work full time, look after the kids, and then shop all weekend because it was like I was grasping onto anything that would make me feel just a little bit alive, a little bit of dopamine hit. But one of the things I can document since, like I said, I'm not working at the moment, I put my savings away, I'm going to have a year to just sort of find myself, is I don't want stuff. And the more time I spend at home, the more time I actually don't want to go outside. Like I actually feel like I don't need to. So in my hallway, I've started my donation pile, and I don't know if you can see outside. This is my, oh no, you can't. This is my rubbish pile. So one thing when you're lifting your vibration is the need to just get rid of stuff and not fulfill your life the way you did before, which is quite interesting because it's polar opposites to how I was before. I was literally a shopaholic. I love the op shops. I like getting stuff for next to nothing, but in turn that completely filled my house full of unnecessary crap. And that was my dog. Yes, it has a nappy on. So that's the first thing I want to talk about today, is just that leveling up and having that need to strip everything away. And it's not the whole minimalist idea. It's just, I don't need what I have now to go to the next stage. That's not what's going to fulfill me. And I think that's probably the biggest thing at the moment. Another thing that'll happen when you're leveling up is the whole what you attract has got to come from processing very deep levels of pain. So the only way you can lift your vibration with love and light is to completely get rid of all the pain that's held within your spine. So, and I've only really sort of cottoned onto this lately, and the real big thing is you need to cry. You need to cry and scream or do whatever it is that you do to release it. And then once it's released, literally within hours, you feel so much better. And it's amazing because this happened to me only last week, and I literally cried and cried and cried. And I haven't cried for years, but it's like everything just compounded. And I realized that I was holding on to a lot of stuff that I hadn't processed, even though I thought I did, but I actually hadn't. And the second that happened, the next day I woke up, I felt 1,000,000 times better. I was motivated. I was inspired. It was just like a completely different shift. And I was like, that's how you get rid of it. Because I'm one of those people that will bottle it up. I'm okay, keep going, and then fall into a heap, and it's like it's too late. So if you need a good cry, bloody have one. So we're going back to the mirror today, because in one of my videos I talked about whatever you project out from yourself is what you get back. And one of the biggest things is actually feeling like you deserve what you're asking for. So you can throw out, I want money, I want a house, I want a boyfriend or a girlfriend. But if you don't believe in yourself that you are deserving of it and truly believe you're deserving of it, the universe is not silly. It's going to throw back to you, the crappy boyfriend, the not moving in life, not moving to where you want to go. It's about truly believing that you are deserving of everything that you've asked for. I'm not saying that I've mastered this. I haven't. But what I can say is the amount of things that have happened to me over time, and even last year, getting to the end of last year and going, I can't do this job one more day. I can't sit here for one more hour. I have so much anxiety, so much, it wasn't even depression, it was just pure anxiety. I mean, I used to go to work and have one of those squishies and just squish it the entire time, just trying to keep my brain from, not completely melting down into a panic attack, because I just knew that wasn't where I was supposed to be. And it's funny how, they talk about alignment and, and that's true. You'll know when you're not aligned because you're restless, you're anxiety ridden, you feel like you're going to have a panic attack. And what I can say is the second that you remove yourself from whatever situation's making you feel like that, whether it's a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a relationship, a job, doesn't matter. It all works the same. The second you remove yourself from that, or you don't accept that circumstance anymore, the anxiety just disappears. It just goes. It just goes. It's the only way that I can explain it. So the keys is to process what you're feeling. If you're feeling a certain way, there is a reason. If you have intuition about something, don't ignore the intuition. I mean, you can ignore it for a certain point, but it'll just keep circling back around. You don't get to escape that. If your intuition's telling you the situation's not right, it's simply not right. I can promise you, hand on heart, that situation will keep going around. Even if it calms down for a little bit, it'll keep coming back around until you do something about it. And if you think something's not working, just remember, you will get tested prior to getting the thing you've asked for. So you think the job didn't come, or the money didn't come, or whatever it is you've asked for, right? But in the background, you're not getting those things just yet because the universe is not sure that you can actually handle what you've asked for. So they test you. Do they have patience? Do they have the washing machine beeping? If you can't hold in a pattern where you don't have what you've asked for, you will not be able to hold when you actually get it. And that is why, even though you think, oh my Lord, it's not coming and it's not happening, it actually is. It's not happening in your time frame because that's God's time frame. It's happening how it's supposed to happen, when it's supposed to happen, when you've released enough to be able to hold it. And that's when it comes in. And look, it does come in. Oh, there's my cat. Oh, let's have a look. My cat, I've taken off the fly screen. So I've almost like made a cat door from my kitchen so the cat can't come in. All right, I'll leave it at that for today, but I'm full of it. So if you've got any questions, please comment down below and subscribe. Because I want this to be like a community. There's so many people out there looking for true. I'm not going to say truth. I'm going to say true, because everyone has their own truth. But I feel like we are better combined together than we are separated. And so it's about finding each other and working together to spread that light as far as possible. All right, guys, thanks for listening to me. Bye.